Welcome into Zions Bank Stadium for the first of 3 championship games today. We'll start with 4A in this Region 10 rematch, the rubber match between the top-seeded Juan Diego Catholic Soaring Eagle and the second-seeded Waterford Ravens. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Please be joined by Tim Haslam. Tim, look, so excited for this 4A state championship game. These two teams met twice this year, once in the regular season, once in the region tournament, each winning a game.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's the rubber match. It's who's gonna come out on top. You know, Waterford taking that last game in the region championship, which, you know, those region playoffs you love.
I love it. Love it.
The more I look at those, the more I like them as well. Juan Diego, though, you know, they came onto the scene the very first game of the year and put the state on notice. You know, and obviously it's a long season. A lot of games have happened. They beat Corner Canyon, obviously, in overtime that first game of the season. And so I just, honestly, Dan, I think this might be the game of the day.
This should be fantastic. We talk about those two games. The regular season match was 11-10 in overtime. Juan Diego got the win. And then in that region tournament championship game, Waterford defeated Juan Diego 11-9. Let's talk about Waterford. They're 12-3 on the year. And they come in, Coach Will Manny, this group, they are not super deep. They do not have the biggest roster you'll see. But, man, they are talented. They are young. And it feels like they play with a lot of confidence, Tim.
And to your point, that's all coming from the coaching staff, right? To your point, they only have, I think, 22 players, by far the smallest squad in high school lacrosse. But Coach Manny, they get the most out of them, right? It's very systematic. And here's the thing, Dane. Waterford's always been like that. You know, whether it was Coach Bratton, Coach Morris, they've always had small rosters, but the players know their role, and then they go out and execute that role, and it pays dividends for them.
You look at that semifinal game, and a couple of young men stood up, including Sean O'Brien, the freshman goalie, 529 save percentage. But it was Kellen Kemper played fantastic. He's one of their top goal scorers. And Luke Hunter, the long pole, had a hat trick, the freshman. We'll talk about freshmen, sophomores all day for Waterford. But then you've got Juan Diego. You mentioned they started the year off with a win over Corner Canyon, 16-4 on the year. And you look at this roster, they returned so much talent from that team that made it in the state championship game last year and lost to Judge Noah Schuyler's back. Trey Nicolademus is back. They've got a great goalie in Braden Anderson and one of the more dominant face-off men in the state in Cooper Pecora.
Yeah, so their key is their specialist, right? It's goalie, face-off specialist. If those two play well, it's going to be a good day for the Soaring Eagle.
Waterford in the road purple uniforms. Juan Diego in those beautiful white and navies. Love the design of the Juan Diego unis, but it is Waterford starting here. This is Luke Hunter, wanted to play up, and this one will trickle out of play. We want to remind just a reminder, the clock you see on your screen is unofficial. At times we start early, stop it late. We do our best to keep it synced here with the official clock here in the stadium. Push the wrong button there. Waterford coming up here in transition. They'll settle things up here with Pierce Hauber.
It's early, Dane. Not going to lie.
It is early. This game got moved up with graduation ceremonies happening today. And it's been a long week, Tim. A lot of games, a lot of championship games happening this week. Spring is always crazy, but, man, no other place we'd rather be.
The temperature on the field is super nice at this moment, right? This morning air, it's a beautiful time for a game, to be honest with you.
A little bit of a breeze. It's kind of left to right on your screen as Waterford here playing back behind with Noah Chow. Chow's been spectacular for him. 36 goals on the year. Plays this up. Urka works over to Kemper, trying to find a little bit of room there. Big collision right in front of the crease, and that's the thing about this Juan Diego team. We do get a push here, but this Juan Diego team, Tim, they're big on that back line.
They are. They've got great size. You know, Juan Diego's kind of always had that good size in the defensive end. You know, I think back to the days of their state championship runs, you know, in the mid-2000s and 2010s, I guess. And yeah, it's good to see them carrying on that tradition.
Here's Chow. Trying to work in front, did have an armbar there, Ward. As this clearing pass worked up ahead. Here comes Kai Fairbanks. As Juan Diego, a couple minutes in, first time we're seeing Juan Diego set up here offensively.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get into their rhythm. Decent offensive chances there for Waterford, but good defense by the Soaring Eagle.
A couple of nice stick checks here by Max Mashurda. Kept it in that back line. We are playing blue lines today. Has worked right in front now, ground ball. And really, that's probably the best thing Waterford can do is possess and then be super active and physical defensively, right, Tim?
Absolutely. They want a low-scoring game. If this turns into a game of transition, game of running, it'll be a tricky morning for the Ravens.
Jimerson playing over.
And again, Dane, that's just because of the depth, right? There just isn't a lot there, so they want to stay as fresh as possible. That's going to come from those line possessions.
Parker Stoltz with a long attacks to start things off. Good strike here for Juan Diego as they take the early 1-0 lead.
Great opportunity there from Stoltz. Just able to get his hands free on that wing, shoot it low. Just great shot placement too. That far left corner is a tricky spot for goalies to get to.
We did not talk about Parker Stoltz. That's his 54th goal of the season. 17 assists. He's been spectacular for Juan Diego, the junior. As a face-off win here by Pecor. Mentioned how strong he's been. 765 on the season. That would be top 5 in state history.
He's had an excellent season. A huge reason for the success for the Soaring Eagle this year. And it's exciting to, see him continue to play well here in state championship.
Schuyler will work this up. Juan Diego back on possession. Talk about the youth of Waterford. This is a very experienced Juan Diego group. A lot of seniors, some juniors in there. Hoping that experience can play through in a championship game as that pass just a little wide out of play. Back now to Waterford.
Getting some tweets here, Dane, from Florida. Coach Manny's parents are tuned in.
Hey, love it.
That officially makes this a nationwide broadcast.
That's right. Yes. Of course, it's pleasant timing in Florida, right?
Oh, it's perfect timing. A little brunch. Brunch time, yeah. It's I'm sure the weather's beautiful.
Yeah. As nice as it is here, it's probably more beautiful down there. Here's Rorka setting things up here for Waterford. And offside. We'll give this back here to Juan Diego. Stoltz skipping across. Nice feed right in front, and Juan Diego able to capitalize. Great ball movement here by the Soaring Eagle to take the 2-0 lead.
See the nice little skip pass here. Notice that we had a little 2-on-1 situation, and then just a great one more. He could have taken the shot there, but then just moves it on, and the doorstep score there. Excellent play by the Soaring Eagle.
As Jack Stoback with the goal, and we'll talk about players like Noah Schuyler and how good of a scorer he is. He's got more assists than goals. 47 goals now, 49 assists for Noah on the season. Smart kid too, 4.2 GPA. Just been a heck of a player over his time here at Juan Diego. Has the record mark in school history for points, I believe. Been fantastic. Pecora coming in, and that one, maybe a stick check there to force that one high and out.
Pecora not afraid to shoot, obviously willing to take it to the cage if the opportunity presents itself. Wouldn't surprise me if he gets another one.
Yeah.
Gets another opportunity in this game.
Yep. And after Juan Diego, it took them about 2 minutes to find that first possession. Starting to settle in here a little bit.
It all starts at, again, at that face-off X with the specialist. Pecora just able to get the face-off win, get the Soaring Eagle some possession time.
Trying to thread one through there for Jimerson. Couldn't connect. This out of play. Back to Waterford. Chance for Waterford here to get an answer as they play ahead here with Andrew Rorka.
Good opportunity for the Waterford defense to take a rest.
Yeah.
Get a breather. Get some coaching from Coach Z.
Come near side here with Kemper. Here's Halber. Pierce trying to find a little room. Rurka, GLE. Going to come around, takes the shot, and a save made by Braden Anderson.
Good job there by Anderson, noticing that he was going to go high, just getting a stick in the lane.
Well, that's the tough thing. We talk about the length that Juan Diego has on that back line, and then you back that up with a great goalie. Anderson turned over, tried to feed right in front. Boy, Kemper would have had a great opportunity. Pass a little off the mark, ground ball, and flag coming flying in here. Good to see that Danny Hodge able to get back to his feet. That contact came in fast.
Took a running start too, so that's another factor that the officials consider.
So Waterford here will go man up. First opportunity today is cross check to the head. Boy, 2-minute non-releasable here for Juan Diego.
That's significant,
yep.
Right? Waterford offensively very sound. So we'll see if they can take advantage of this here and pull a couple back.
And probably exactly what they needed, right? Down 2-0. You get possession here. We've seen this offense that semifinal executed at a very high level. We've seen them get some shots here. Now you can get some sustained possession and free some things up. Try to work back in this game. Chow feeding, wanted the cutter. Rurka trying to get this possession back here for the Ravens. Nice support there by Mashurda. Good defense there by Juan Diego. Michael Moore was kind of sitting right in the middle, preventing that pass.
Yeah, especially being aware that you're still man down.
Shot here and a goal. Waterford on the board. Good looking shot there by Andrew Rurka, the junior, putting the Ravens on the board here.
Good little two-man game here. The Ravens noticing they have the numbers advantage. Juan Diego, though, just not pressuring out. And Rurka just, hey, if you're going to give me this space, I'm going to go shoot it.
It's great recognition, right? Hey, you want to defend that pass back to X? I'll move to the middle. No slide comes and able to score.
Noticed Rurka came to the bench, grabbed a long pole. Now he's going to face off. Love it.
Love it.
Multifaceted. Waterford also still man up.
Let's face off back by Pecora. Play it ahead, out of play. Couple missed passes here by Juan Diego in this opening quarter. And play through O'Brien. Hodge had that knocked away. Nice stick check there by Stoles.
Nice stick check. You always see an attackman do that, and very rarely do they connect. But
yeah,
that one right on the money.
Waterford able to get it back. Albert here coming over. You'd love to get another one here. Back to Mashurda. Halber feeds up, shot, and Braden Anderson with the kick save. Put back is good. Off the deflection, scooped up by Noah Chow, and we are tied up.
See the great ball movement by Waterford, gets that Juan Diego defense moving, makes that shot right in front. Big save though by Anderson, and Chow just doing a nice job collecting the rebound, slotting it that far pipe.
Boy, how big is that penalty, right? The non-releasable 2 minutes, they get a pair of goals.
And Dane, that penalty would happen more or less in the Juan Diego offensive end, right? Yep. It was the ball was already in that area, and so even just a loose ball push would have changed that up. But yeah, big penalty.
Pecora with a key face-off win there for the Soaring Eagle. As Skylar back on the field here. Penalties being killed off, but Waterford gets done what they needed to. Back to even.
Excellent offensive play there.
Yes.
From the Ravens.
And Coach Manny, those 2 goals, he was ecstatic on the sideline and should be. Right, the way this game started with possession and face-offs, got him right back. Tough angle there from Skylar, just shying out. Played up to the point with Wigton. Nearing the 3-minute mark in this opening quarter. Nicola Demas, first time we've called his name today. The feed down there to Wigton. That kept in twice there by Juan Diego. Wigton coming around, hits the crossbar, scooped up. Oh, we had a whistle crease violation here. This will go to Waterford.
O'Brien putting himself in a nice spot though.
Yep.
Looks like, I'm pretty sure he would have been there to make that save if it didn't hit the crossbar. And I think that flow of play favors the Ravens, right? Mm-hmm. The slower Juan Diego plays on offense, I think the better that'll be for Waterford. If I'm Coach Tack, I'm telling my guys, hey, we got to pick up the pace here because we need to outrun these guys.
Yeah, I think that's really, for me, I think this game is decided by who's able to get into their pace, right?
Right, for sure.
And when you play this Waterford team, we talk about great talent on the field, but the depth. So if you're Juan Diego, run, yep. Go at him, try to tire him out.
Yep.
Easier said than done.
Absolutely. But, it's the state championship. Leave it all on the floor.
Last game of the season, can't hold anything back now, right?
Leave it all out there. They had 2 days to rest.
That's right.
Because of the scheduling and all that. And I'm sure they all went to bed at 8 p.m. last night.
I'm sure. Yeah. Had their chocolate milk.
That's when I went to bed.
Not gonna lie, it was just nice to not be at a stadium at 8 p.m. last night.
Also
long
true.
Week, but a good one. Here comes Jimerson. Oh, lost and scooped up here by Mashurda.
Great defensive play there by Mashurda. That's so tricky to do, right? The timing has to be perfect in sync with the offensive player's stick and their cradle, and to do it with a short stick is also impressive.
You talk about Juan Diego, Tim, and when they score double figures, they win. And so this tempo playing right into the hands of Waterford, right? Only 2 goals inside a minute in this opening quarter. Their defense has been great. Their pressure's been really good. As they're just content here to take some time off the clock late in this first quarter.
We were talking to fans before the game, and one had a prediction of 8-7, and we're on pace. We're on pace for that.
Down to 30 seconds.
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds.
Coming around. Halbert turning back, has some room, looking for a shot, and that got deflected wide and out.
Big backup there by Juan Diego.
Anderson was quick to go track that down. Long clearing pass. Finds Skylar. Fed in front, just off the mark, and O'Brien has it here for the Ravens. His pass picked back up here by Juan Diego in the slot, and the stick check sends this high and out. With 1 second to go, big defensive plays here by Waterford in these last 20 seconds.
That pass from Anderson to Skylar was very impressive. That was
No
a football.
kidding,
that was
huh?
a football pass. That was awesome.
Caught it on the run in stride. Well placed. 2-2, Juan Diego, Waterford tied up here in your 4A state championship game at the end of the first. You're watching it live on KSL Sports, presented by Tab Bank. Tribal West Lacrosse will be back here with the second quarter after this. Start of our second quarter. Juan Diego, Waterford tied up at 2. Both those Ravens goals, man-up goals.
Yep.
So what do you say, 2 for 1 in that opportunity, Tim? Because it was just the one penalty, right? But
it's a fair way to say it. Yeah.
How big that was as Juan Diego starting this second quarter with possession off the face-off. Tim, your thoughts on that opening quarter?
I think, it really played into the favor of Waterford, to be honest with you. They were able to have some nice defensive stands, and then it was all their pace on the offensive end. And so I think if that continues, that will pay dividends for the Ravens.
They're so good on stick checking, aren't they? I mean, how many opportunities did Juan Diego have, either transitions or even in their set 6v6 where stick check's able to knock those balls loose? And
absolutely.
sent over here. Nice save early by O'Brien. A rocket shot by Nicodemus that Sean was ready for.
Good ball movement by Juan Diego. Able to get the hands free. You know me, Dane. I'd like to see that shot bounce low.
Sure.
But still early in this one. He'll have plenty of opportunities to, tap into the broadcast and listen to that.
Yeah. Because if you wonder what they do at halftime, that's exactly it. They
what
put
I've
this
heard.
thing
I don't
on
know.
1.5 and they just rewatch and say, oh, right there. Yeah.
No, both of these coaching staffs are
So
really
good.
impressive.
Yep.
Yes. They are all very good coaches. You've got college coach, pro. Coach Manny, obviously a pro PLL coach. The Juan Diego staff has players that played at Juan Diego, which I love. See them coming back and helping. Ryan Baker played Division I lacrosse. So it's they're both well-coached teams.
Halber is targeting X. Trying to work around here. There's Logan Child in with the stick and the flag coming in. Going to be called here for the hold.
Yeah, just left that check in there a little too long. It's tricky when you start to see the stick being used for leverage, and it's in there for 1 or 2 seconds too long. That's an easy call for the refs.
So man up again here for Waterford. See how quickly they look to initiate.
I would guess it wouldn't be very quickly. They're going to use all that clock they can. Here comes the mismatch.
Kemper works over right in front. Nice close down there by this defense. As time has been killed off.
Juan Diego back to full strength.
One thing to notice, Dane, with the Waterford offense, they don't take shots they don't need to.
Yeah.
Right? They are so methodical in making sure it's the right shot.
I think it was Brandon Backman who really kind of closed that gap right in front of the crease. Waterford did a nice job to get it there, but Juan Diego's ready for it defensively.
Other teams, you see that shot, 2 or 3 shots they could have taken there.
Sure.
But just so methodical, making sure they get that right one.
Skipped over. See the stick check there by Fairbanks deflecting that shot out. Looking in front. Rurka able to get it away and score. Boy, he was defended. I didn't know that he'd have room to get it off. Gavin Rurka with his first goal and the first lead of the game here for the Ravens.
That is some high-level talent. They're able to catch that pass with pressure and then have the wherewithal to know where to place that in the back of the net. Just a great shot there by Rurka.
You see right there, Janiga's right on him. I don't know how he had the strength to get that through. Impressive. 3 unanswered here by Waterford, Tim.
3 straight.
And a timeout going to be taken by Waterford. They've got the early lead here in this second quarter, 3-2 in your 4A state championship game. We'll be back to Zions Bank Stadium after this. Welcome back.
Hunter McCord.
Heading here to face off. And this will be Luke Hunter coming out to take this one for Waterford. Pecor's had the advantage here in this championship game as he throws this one back for the Soaring Eagle.
That play right there is what's also impressive to me is he's using his teammates on those face-offs in order to win those.
Oh, look out. Coming right in just wide. Swipe down here by Fairbanks. Michael Ademus. Push to his left, trying to come back to the middle here. That shot. I don't know where that one went. Came out to the middle. I couldn't tell if that got deflected in the path or saved.
I think it hit a defender.
Step up, shot, top, corner, goal. A rip by Chris Jimerson for Juan Diego to tie things up.
It's that pace of play, Dane, that we've talked about. Juan Diego starting to push a lot harder, more tempo. And you see it paying off there for Jimerson, who's able to hit that top shelf.
You look at the corner facing up.
Rooker again, getting his
back in here.
Yep. Very cool. And then they put Hunter on this near wing. Been really impressed with Hunter, just a freshman.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been really strong. Good battle here. And Waterford able to possess it. Hunter lost that one. Pecora coming down, but it is regathered here by the Ravens.
And notice Hunter stays in the play with his long pole.
Did that in the semi too.
Yeah.
They used him well. For a couple goals in that one.
At that semifinals, joking with Coach McMinn, who was on the sideline, saying, "Remember the days when long poles would get benched if they took it across the midfield?"
Jump shot here, just wide and backed up. What'd he say?
He laughed. Oh yeah, I remember those days.
Kind of like when you used to have a center take a three in the NBA, huh?
Also true.
Tough angle. This one rolling through and out.
I remember, honestly, Dane, like when that trend started to shift, right, where poles started to become more active in the offense, and there was this player at Fort Lewis out of Colorado.
Okay.
He was club, obviously, so they would come and play Utah and BYU and UVU, and I just remember the things he was doing with the stick, his long stick. I was just like, holy smokes, like, this is incredible. And now it's just every player can do it, right?
Yeah.
You have to be able to do it.
Andrew Rourke trying to get in front. Check there, able to just get him off his rhythm. Looked like he was preparing to take a shot there. 6.5 minute mark. Gavin plays up. And that shot high, backed up here.
Good look from the Ravens. Kemper able to get his hands free there.
Another sustained possession here for Waterford, Tim.
Yep, it's definitely playing in their hands. This is what Coach Manny wants to see.
Kemper. Nice stick work here by Michael Moore. As Kemper to the ground and Juan Diego coming out with it. Fairbanks here trying to push things for the Soaring Eagle. Right to the middle, shot and a goal. Beautiful transition here by Juan Diego. Was that Backman? Yes, it was. Able to score for the Soaring Eagle.
I love this fast break. Obviously starts with Fairbanks, but just then the nice little give and go there. It's Backman coming down the middle of the field. He's hyped. Love to see that.
Just his second goal of the year, Tim.
Yeah.
Love it. We talk about
no better time than now.
Right. Well, and you know, his impact more on the defensive end. Remember, he had kind of that nice cover when they were man down, but in transition, willing to step in, get on the run, and finishes with a goal. Good for that young man. In a state championship game, the senior.
Love it.
Pecora, another win here at faceoff. Big hit put on there by Landers. Coach Manning and his staff had their arms up as a broken stick here. Ooh. I don't know if Luke Hunter knew that his stick had broke. He kind of made a swing with that stick, and then it looked like, wait, the head's up.
The equipment is so light these days, Dane, that that's certainly possible. But something tells me he may have known that something was amiss. Just looking for the backup down there.
I just thought his body language, he looked a little surprised.
Right.
But
Sure.
you're right, he very well could have it. Juan Diego here will start it.
They did not throw a flag on that.
They did not. Coach Manny was having a conversation with the officials. Something in the middle. I think probably that hit that was put on.
I think it was.
Yep.
I think the arms did look, we are the furthest away you can be. So,
Sure.
so take it for what that's worth. But the arms did look pretty far apart, and there was that running head start.
Good battle right in front of the crease here, in the crease. And they call the hold here. This will stay with Juan Diego. There's a lot to process on that call for the official.
Cole Salone, that right official at the moment. Played at Judge, late 90s, early 2000s.
Nicola Demas working over here with Stoles. Back at X. Just missed there on the attempt by Skyler. We've seen some physicality in this game, Tim. Does that favor either team?
Juan Diego's bigger.
Nice. How about that pass from Skyler? Able to find Trey Nicola Demas for the Juan Diego goals. It's back to a 2-goal lead here for the Eagle.
Just a nice little play here. You see that cross crease pass. Nicola Demas doing a nice job. That's so tricky for the goalie to get back across the goal line there, going pipe to pipe. Smart play by Juan Diego.
Also learn about our Jiffy Lube Boy Drives You Team Driver Scholarship Program. That's Jiffy
They'll send Gavin, nope. They'll have Hunter go in to take this face off. So the physicality element.
Yes, I think it does favor Juan Diego. I think that, just overall they are bigger. And maybe a little easier for them to be more physical. But, Waterford taking the blows well.
We've got a timeout here going to be taken by Juan Diego. 5-3, the Soaring Eagle have taken a 2-goal lead here with 4 to go in our first half. In the 4A State Championship, you're watching it on KSL Sports, presented by Tab Bank and Tribal West Lacrosse. 4:06 to go. And this will be Juan Diego possession. Leading here 5-3. Each team, I think, still with one timeout left in this opening half. And both teams with different goal scorers. No one with 2 goals yet. So good balance today on the offensive ends for these 2 respective teams. Oh, look out. Thought Skyler maybe had a small window there. It was taken away.
I think whatever Coach Tack said in the huddle replayed in his mind.
Could have. There's Jimerson. Long shot here, bouncer, and Sean O'Brien able to get that stick over, make a nice save.
Excellent save there by O'Brien, getting low, cross body. Big time save.
Waterford coming ahead. He's down behind. Good run by Aho. They'll get that ball ahead. They'll bring him back and off as Waterford will bring their offense up here. Here's Rurka. Gavin with a goal in this first half. Beating, coming back from X. That shot was deflected. Picked up here by Moore.
It's good ball movement by the Ravens.
Yep.
Good job by Juan Diego just getting the stick in the lane.
Jimerson up that far line. Real important final 2.5 minutes of this first half. 2-goal separation. Juan Diego looking for more. Jimerson's shot was wide, backed up here. Nikola Demas.
Getting some texting. We're officially an international broadcast.
Hey,
We have a viewer in Vienna, Austria.
love it. Good day, mate.
That's Austria. Dane.
Dumb and Dumber.
I gotcha.
Come on. A long pull here by Hunter, bringing this ahead. Oh, intercepted. We've got timeout.
Timeout
Taken here by Coach Tack. 1:30 to go in this first half. Timeout, Juan Diego. That's their final one. We'll step aside. Actually, let's stay here. We talk about this 4A state tournament and these being the top 2 seeds. They've both had very similar paths. Had obviously, first round buys, then very one-sided games in the second round. Juan Diego over Canyon View, Waterford over Hurricane. Both had 7 to 10 goal wins in the quarterfinals and then their semifinal games. I think both teams really kind of led those semis from beginning to end. And Bear River, Green Canyon both had kind of fight backs, but both these two teams have really probably been, obviously 1 and 2, they've been the favorite to get here, but they've both had kind of similar trajectories, very confident games every round getting to this state championship game.
Yeah, especially in the playoffs. And I think that's what makes this game so compelling is they do have very similar profiles. And then just kind of their style of play match each other well. Their regular season matchups were close games. Yep. And so I think looking at this one on paper, I think if you were a betting man, Dane, then, this one might have been the closest one we'll have. Although, I don't know, Park City, Brighton.
I think Park City, Brighton. And that one has the potential to be even lower scoring than this one, right? That regular season game was 5-3.
It does.
It did not play like a 5-3 game, but those are two defenses that are really, really stingy. Tim, anything that's jumped out to you from this one thus far?
No, I think it's gone to plan for Waterford, even though they're trailing. I think that, if you're Coach Mann, you're pleased with this, the way that it stands. Obviously, still a minute 30 here to go. But I think if you go into that halftime break just down 2, I think that's something that you're excited about because that's an easily overcomable deficit if you're the Ravens.
Out of the timeout. They work up. Stoles gives over. Room for Jimerson. Low shot was wide.
Cameraman was about a foot to the right. Let's see what he got one in the chest. It can get scary back there, Dan.
I can imagine.
1 minute remaining.
Here's Skyler. Gavin trying to keep him wide. That pass deflected. Stoles. Tough angle. That hit off the side of the post and back, chased down by Waterford here.
Good defensive play there by Hunter. Knew he had the crease to use to his advantage. He wasn't going to give up that inside spot.
So Waterford gets the stop. Can they capitalize on the other end here as we approach the final 30 seconds? Across here is Mashurda. I wonder if Manny will take a timeout. Yes, he will.
Timeout taken by
You can see him clapping his hands. He's stoked.
Man, big opportunity, right? 2-goal difference. They get a goal here. 1-goal game potentially at the break. You mentioned got to be very pleased with how this first half had played out. That would be huge for Waterford.
Our international viewer is Bob McClellan. His son Dallas was the Juan Diego goalie. for years and went on to play at Westminster.
Okay.
So,
That's awesome.
yep.
Well, welcome. Appreciate all our viewers here in this 4A state championship game. We got 2 other state championships today. The 5A game will be at 1 o'clock, and then the 6A game at 4 p.m. Mountain Times. Come join us for those as well, as we've got a great day of lacrosse coming to you here at Zions Bank Stadium. As the timeout here taken by Coach Tack. If you're Waterford, Tim, where are you looking to go here with just 30 seconds to go in the half?
You definitely want to take that last shot, right? I think that's obvious. I think I really liked what they did with Rurka, trying to find Chow coming up from X. I think that was a great play, a great opportunity. I think the thing, though, if I'm Coach Manny, is saying, hey, guys, just don't panic, right? 30 seconds, lots of time. Let's just make sure we're getting the right shot. Kemper's had a couple opportunities, hasn't found the back of the net yet. Wouldn't surprise me if he gets a look. But again, the one of the great things about the Waterford offense, all of their guys capable of scoring. So if you're Coach Manny, you're feeling good about whatever you just told them, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this roster, and again, they played fewer games, right? Only have the 15 games coming into this one. But they've got 5 guys with 19 goals or more on 180 goals scored, 190 goals scored. So, to your point, you can go to a lot of different ways with this group. As here we go.
Just a sign of an efficient offense, right? A well-oiled machine for sure.
Albert plays up. Albert coming around that screen. Good pickup there by Backman. Lost it. Ball was loose again. 5 seconds to go. Waterford on it. Here with Andrew Rurka. Can they get one look? No, the clock will expire. And our first half is complete. Juan Diego leads Waterford 5-3 at the break here in your 4A state championship game. We've reached the half. Be back here to Zions Bank Stadium after this. Getting ready to start our second half. 5-3, Juan Diego leading Waterford here in the 4A state championship game. Dane Stewart, Tim Haslam here with you. Tim, we talked about Waterford wanting to kind of not let Juan Diego get in transition. Juan Diego's been able to capitalize in transition once or twice in this game. Any adjustments you're making if you are Waterford here to start the second half?
I think it's just tightening up a tiny bit on defense, getting out to guys so you're not letting those open shots be taken. And then, do you start doing something different at the face-off X? Hasn't been a huge factor. But if you're looking to gain that small advantage, could you do something there? For example, are you going to triple pull? Right now they're double pulling. Obviously, you can see the result. You start doing something there.
But I will say, you look at that semifinal, and Pecora would win faceoffs and go right down the field, right? They were able to get kind of fast breaks going off faceoff. That really hasn't happened today. They've had possession, but Waterford's been able to kind of make them go 6v6 for the most part.
Which, I would consider a win for Waterford, right, to your point. And so then it's, hey, come beat us in 6-on-6. And, so far you've got to be happy if you're Waterford. If you're Juan Diego, I think you do want to start pushing that tempo a little more, just trying to work this Waterford defense, get them tired, get them moving, picking, switching, all that.
Jimerson, he's been real good today. Aggressive take there, that ball off a body. Juan Diego will keep this here. Nicola Demas now. That ball lost, little fake pass there. Waterford able to come up with it. Mashurda running ahead, does not have numbers, will wisely peel this back. Your thoughts on this Juan Diego, their first half, any adjustments for their second half, Tim?
I think on the defensive end, you're happy, right? You only let in 3 goals. 2 of those were man down.
Yep.
And so I think defensively you're pretty happy. It then becomes, hey, do we need to track our guys a little tighter here or there on offense, on defense, and then on offense, I think it is, hey, we need to start pushing. Tricky part there though, Dane, you don't want to start making mistakes,
right?
Like what just happened on the other end. So there's a fine balance there, and we'll see how the execution pans out.
Kemper wanting to play back. Nice stretch there. Watford coming around here with Petrovic. Chow from back at X. Nice move, low shot there, will be backed up.
Great play by Chow. Just a little shimmy shake there at the end. Good look as well.
Yeah. Here's Mashurda. We'll pull Janiga out for this Juan Diego defense.
Waterford doing a good job on those picks, getting the matchups that they want.
There's really not been a lot of holes in this JD defense team. You talk about what a good job they've done. Waterford's been patient, but there just hasn't been a lot of space open up for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're trying something new, trying to attack from behind on the short sticks.
This ground ball. Juan Diego trying to possess here in the middle. And they will. Played over. Stoles. Skyler finds a little more room here. That shot deflected by Rurka.
It's like Rurka took that one off the back shoulder. Tricky. That's going to leave a mark.
Man, he's got such a big upper body, doesn't he? Like very broad shoulders.
He does. Yep, his dad on the coaching staff on the sideline.
Yep.
Razor. That's what he goes by.
Yep.
It's an Air Force pilot.
Similar. Very, broad upper body.
Yep.
Jemerson. Stoles find a little space, shot and a save by O'Brien. He's had a couple nice saves in this one.
He's definitely kept the Ravens in this one. Making great plays there in cage.
Back up here with Chow. Inside 8 to go in this third quarter. Mentioned viewership. We got Coach Braska familiar with both these two programs watching the stream today. Welcome, Coach. Back at X here with Halber. Chow. Here with Petrovic. Trying to find a little room. Shot there. Real nice job tracking that bounce shot by Anderson as this will head out and be backed up.
Great save by Anderson. Good little offensive move there by Mashurda. Able to find that hole that you were talking about was so tricky to find in this Juan Diego defense. Both teams working the substitution game there.
Yep.
Jimerson getting caught down on the defensive end. Nice job recognizing the opportunity, though, to get a D-midi on.
Here's Andrew Rurka. Quick step. Mashurda will drop back to X. Skipped over. Gavin with the roll, just missed that top side. Backed up again. Trying to start Juan Diego substituting here.
Good job by JD getting back into the hole there.
Yep.
Scary moments through Coach Tack.
It's one where you hold your breath like run, 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 run. Mashurda. Oh, Gavin with space. Shot just wide. Anderson might have got a piece.
Anderson is so good at just making himself huge inside of that cage. We've got a perfect angle of it, Dana, from here, and just not a lot of room to operate there if you're the offense staring down Anderson.
But it's a great look there for Gavin, right? Like you're freed up. To your point, it's that goal gets full. Chow has to give this back with Gavin. A lot of time coming off here on this possession by Waterford, being very patient, still finding quality looks though.
Absolutely, they're okay with that. It's all about just the opportunities. They're willing to take off time to get the right shot.
Gavin trying to get around, will feed, shot here close, just wide on the look from Mashurda. Penalty flag coming in. That pass a little tall for Max. Just like 3 minutes of possession.
Yep. Again, they're okay with that. 5-3 score here. Waterford would love nothing more than to win 6-5. They would be okay with that.
Intended for the cutter. Mashurda here tracked that and missed the shot, backed up, and now we'll get enforcement here with 4:35 to go in the third.
Mashurda, tons of great looks there. Really been a spark for the Waterford offense. Great looks from the Ravens. It's fun. That's what you want to see in a state championship game.
Yep.
A little bit of a chess match between coaching staffs, between styles.
Cross check here, the call. Be 1 minute man up for Waterford. I think their third man up of the game. The 2 goals. Kemper feeding. Boy, Chow would come from X. Good collapse down by those long poles.
Good play. I'm surprised Chow was able to hold on to it for so long.
There's Child and Moore who were able to take it away, and now push. Oh, tried to play right in front. Had Stowe back. Brian back to his crease. He's picked up here by Aho. I tell you, Brandon Backman, he's played really strong today. Number 12 battling here as well. Is that ball out of play? And it will stay with Waterford.
Backman has been just an absolute dog for the Soaring Eagle.
He's down here for Juan Diego. His trainers will come out and have a look at Brandon.
I didn't see what happened. The coach is standing there.
Yep. We'll step aside here. Injury timeout. 3:40 to go here in this third quarter. We'll be back. Backman was able to jump up, hold his stick up. He looks to be okay. He has been a beast today. Defensively, we've seen him initiate offense, scored obviously. 12's had a great game, and this is his last game as a member of Juan Diego.
I just wonder if he just lost his breath.
Could be,
just,
yeah.
Just all the hustle.
Another stick break here, this time for Juan Diego.
Gotta get some.
The head came off.
Gotta get some screws in these sticks.
Waterford right back on possession.
Juan Diego back to full strength.
And the penalty's been killed off. Juan Diego back to full strength here.
Then we already knew this was an international broadcast. Now we're multi-hemisphere.
Ooh.
Got a viewer all the way in from Australia.
Hey, how about that? I thought next year we were going to go interstellar, and it's like, man, we're really breaking bounds, huh?
One day. We will the goalie goal into existence.
That's right. The best part about that, if you saw the goal by Landon Stosic, Sauce, out of Brighton High School, and said, somewhere Tim is smiling. Well, yeah, he's right in the background smiling. That's the best part, right?
It was pretty wild.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Standing next to James Brand, just a good guy. Played locally here.
The irony is the last 2 goalie goals I've seen was by Park City at Brighton.
Okay.
Regular season, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
And then Brighton, and those 2 teams will play today. So maybe we'll get a goalie goal both ways. Huh?
Oh, that'd be unreal. Unreal. I would call any Sports Center person that I could get a hold of. Try to get those 2 goals on Sports Center.
Probably start with the main director.
Yeah.
Here's Wigton. interesting here. We're inside 2 minutes. I mean, if you're Juan Diego, you're like, yeah, we could spread this out too, right? We got a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I wonder if you're Coach Tack, you're just saying, hey, let's just get a good possession, right? Because they have been a little tricky here in this third quarter. Let's just make sure we get good execution. See if we can get a good offensive set here.
Skyler plays up. Another shot here, saved by O'Brien. Jimerson trying to go low.
That's tricky if you're Juan Diego because, getting O'Brien hot. I mean, he's played well so far for sure, but
now you give it right back to Waterford, right?
Absolutely.
Can they find a little magic late here in the third as Kemper will play back? This Juan Diego defense has been stymieing today. Mentioned 2 of those 3 goals coming on that 2-minute man up. 1 goal in the 6v6.
And to your point, Waterford has a couple different goal scorers. But, Kemper, no goals today. It's just been...
Albert, no goals today.
It's been hard to come by.
Yep. Here's Gavin. Trying to get that shot away. Stick checked there by Child.
Still plenty of time.
Yep. 15 seconds left. There's Kemper. Dodging right, shot wide of the post. Gonna get one more look. Trying a little roll, a soft one that just kept out there by Anderson.
Knuckleballs are tricky. Anderson, though, doing a good job focusing on that one.
5-3, the Juan Diego lead holds through 3. We head to the fourth quarter in this 4A state championship game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here on KSL Sports coverage of the 4A state tournament. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes away from our 4A champion being crowned. Juan Diego made it to this game last year. Fell to Judge Memorial. They returned so much talent. They've made it back here. Can they finish the deal with this senior class, or will be the young Waterford Ravens upsetting the top seed? We're about to find out. Ready to start this fourth quarter. Another face-off. Oh, nice recovery there by Andrew Rurka. Looked like Pecora had an opportunity to possess that, but it does go to the Ravens.
Good play there by Rurka. Able to get the ball, those key possessions. It's all going to come down to that, Dane. I mean, realistically, we might only see 8 possessions between the two teams the rest of the way here, just with the pace that this has been going. And you've said before, teams scoring usually 20-30% of their possessions at the high school level. So, Waterford really needs to get one here.
I asked AI final score for this game.
Okay.
It's way off.
Sure.
We need a lot of offense in this fourth quarter to prove technology right. No work. Here's Kemper. It really has been a good defensive battle. Both these two teams, Dave, played really well. The goalies have made nice saves, but it's been team defense that has really just limited opportunities.
It has been. It's been a great defensive show.
Kemper, the bounce shot. There he is. Tim, you mentioned just a moment ago he had not scored. And how about the junior Kellen Kemper coming up with one when Waterford needed it most?
Yep, you see just great ball movement. Gets that Juan Diego defense moving. Starts with the dodge here. That slide comes. Leaves that top side open. Juan Diego, the person who would have normally been there to slide up to Kemper, he was the one who slid down to stop the play from X there, and just the Juan Diego defense there recovered.
All right. Well, that's what you need if you're Waterford, right? You need something to get the spark, get some belief back. Not that they never had belief, but get some momentum, some rhythm back in your offense.
Especially for Kemper, who, again, is one of their key players. Hadn't done much. He had a couple drop passes in that first quarter.
I don't recall him taking a lot of shots, maybe 1 or 2 prior to that.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And so you get him, feeling good again, and then, see how that can spark the rest of the offense. And then huge play here, getting the ball back into your offensive zone.
Waterford setting things up here. There's Gavin coming up.
Had a friend, Matt Duke Rosati, text in, chatting about it at halftime, said, hey, Waterford's got them right where they want them. And, starting to prove true here.
Interesting. Well, I guess we can check Duke off the bingo card then now, huh? Remember that was on our bingo card earlier this week, huh?
Bingo card.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's Rurka, Gavin playing back behind. Chow. Andrew with a shot, and that one's in. Andrew Rurka, back-to-back goals here by Waterford. Have us tied up with 9.5 to go here in regulation.
I thought Anderson tracked that really well.
Yeah.
And we'll see here, we'll have a great camera angle. Just taking the shot, just sneaks in.
Well, you saw everyone kind of the delayed reaction. I couldn't tell if that was on the side or in, and then you just barely see that ball sitting past that blue line. I don't know how he got that by Braden.
I think it almost just, I wonder if it got caught in Anderson's sweats and just on his thigh there and just kind of trickled in. Because, yeah, the net didn't move a ton.
No. Even up. We talk about a team where their defense has been their strength, and, man, 2 quick goals here to start this fourth quarter. An important win there by Pecora, and the first chance for JD to have possession here in this final frame. Shot wide, backed up.
Decent shot there from Juan Diego. Again, if you're Coach Tack, though, it's same message. Hey, we don't need to panic.
Yep.
Plenty of time left. You got to cool those nerves and just make sure that you're executing your play, your style, and see what happens.
Coming around, that shot was off the side of the goal. O'Brien, boy, how about the play by the goalie, huh?
He's been incredible for the Ravens today, making play after play, keeping Waterford close in this one. With another key possession, they've scored on their last 2 possessions.
Brought ahead here by Mashurda.
It opened this quarter.
Yep. We talked about that magic number for Juan Diego is double figures. When they get to 10, they win. Undefeated when they get to 10. They only have 1 win scoring less than 10 this year. That was 9 goals against Highland. Waterford right back on it.
Dean, I told you the last semifinal game we did, we were working with 2 Highland alums in that game. Same is true today.
Yep.
Cameraman also went to Highland. Didn't play lacrosse, that's okay.
He's become a lacrosse fan, though.
Oh, yeah, who isn't?
He's all into this.
Who isn't at KSLSports.com?
Right? Chow from X. Tried to feed that over. Pass got broken up there.
Everyone gets a little nervous.
Yep.
When those pulls trickle that ball back towards the goal.
How about Anderson here trying to get transition going, and Juan Diego going to take a timeout.
Coach
Tack, not a fan of the goalie goal.
That's okay. That's okay. 7:25 to go. Tim, I want to stay here because, Juan Diego, we talk about their high-scoring offense. We talk about the speed, the transition, which really helps them. Given they haven't been able to really get that going today, how do you try to get better looks against this Waterford defense where you talk about, we started the fourth quarter, you said maybe 8 possessions left in this game, right? Waterford's already taken off 4.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. How do you try to really optimize the possessions you have left here if you're Juan Diego?
I've got to assume that the Waterford defense is tired, right? And so if I'm Juan Diego, I'm saying, hey guys, we need to be patient, but we also need to execute at 110%. If you're dodging, it's 110%. If you're off ball, it's 110%. Let's see if we can get the ball moving as quickly as we can. Again, with patience, to making sure we find the right shot. But to me, the Juan Diego offense right now just kind of feels sort of lackadaisical, right? Okay, we're here, let's just move the ball. But hey, let's get out there, let's go full bore. We've got 7.5 left. let's just see if we can get this Waterford defense moving, and then see if we can get a great open look.
As one's still learning, right, offensive schemes and game style, you see a lot of teams kind of work it around the perimeter. Is that kind of where you start, or do you say, hey, we want to be more intentional on some of our dodging and try to get that defense moving up and down as well?
So I'd try side to side first. See if we, let's do a little pick play at the top. See if we can get a sweep over the top. See if how Waterford's defense handles that. And then to your point, if the side to side isn't working, let's start going up and down. Maybe try something from X. Haven't really initiated from X so far in this one. But again, for me, we got to go 110%. Leave it all out on the field. No reason to leave anything in the tank after this one.
Talk about last game of the year. Can't hold anything back now. We got all sorts of movie quotes going today. Tim is Juan Diego here getting the touch, starting. Here's Nicodemus.
Speaking of movies, oh boy.
Oh, Wigton will play up.
Juan Diego, not the only, or East, not the only school to be featured in a Disney musical or Disney show. Juan Diego, Luck of the Irish.
Oh, I hadn't heard of that one.
It's not popular. But also filmed at Juan Diego.
Okay. Fed right in front. Shot just wide on the look. Man, great look there for Jack Stoback. Skyler trying to roll. Good defense there by Thomas Howard.
Great check by Howard, getting his stick under the elbow there.
Jimerson kept that in, but Waterford coming up with it here with Kemper.
You see Kemper taking a defensive shift.
Nice stick check. Hustle there by Wigton, still being battled for here. And it's Nicodemus maintaining possession for the Soaring Eagle.
You got Kemper and Ruka, two offensive players down on the defensive end for the Ravens.
Stoles working around the screen, takes the shot. Saved by O'Brien. Tim, interestingly enough, we talk about Noah Skyler. He does not have a goal in this game. His body's here on the turf, and this will stay with Juan Diego. Skyler has a point. He's got an assist today, but he has not scored a goal. Was similar in that semifinal. He had 3 in the fourth quarter where he hadn't scored all game long. Could one be the guy who steps up for the Soaring Eagle?
We saw Kemper, who's used to scoring a bunch of goals for the Ravens, get his goal. So, yeah, I think he's due.
They've not started the clock here. There we go. We'll just let ours catch up. Shot, and O'Brien able to fight that off. Maybe the lower leg or foot.
Definitely off the foot there by O'Brien. Kemper selling out to get to the sideline to win that ball back for the Ravens. Again, he's their starting attackman.
Yep.
Asked to go play a defensive shift. Oh my gosh. That's not the kind of goalie we want to see, folks.
Especially in a tie game in the fourth quarter. Brought ahead here with Hauber. Timeout going to be taken. Tim, you said you got a text, had them right where they wanted them. 2 goals quickly in the fourth quarter, and now we've already seen 4-minute possessions by Waterford. There's only 5 left to go. They take a timeout.
I think if you're Coach Manny, it's, hey man, 5 minutes left. You got to dig deep. This is where champions are made. I know he's a fan of Miracle on Ice. Watched it several times on a couple bus rides together. He's gonna channel that spirit, channel that energy.
Legs feed the wolves, right? And who's going to have the stronger legs here in the fourth quarter? We talked from the very beginning, not having as much depth on this Waterford team. And can they have the stamina and the endurance to fight through this game? They've done it, and they kind of, they're in the driver's seat right here, Tim. They've got the opportunity if they can create here at the end.
Yeah, it all just comes down to execution. To your point, who has the legs, who can attack. Let's beat them with ball movement. See if we can get, Juan Diego also tired. They put in great defensive shifts. Both teams just who's gonna have that will, who's gonna have that heart.
Really, those 2 goals came a minute and a half apart to start this fourth quarter. The one was a longer shot, but it was a freed up lane for Kemper. The other one, somehow Rurker kind of sneaks that by Anderson. So this Juan Diego defense has been really strong over the course of this whole game. They've not given up a lot of easy shots to Waterford. We'll see if they can continue that here for this final 5-11. Great 4A championship game. What a way to start our day.
Yeah, got 2 more for you, 1 and 4. Those should be great games as well. I think they'll be a little more, the 6A game for sure will be a lot higher paced.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be out of breath in the 6A game.
You got to leave it all out on the field, Dave. Last game of the year, man.
I know. In my case, the legs do not feed the wolves. It's the vocal cords, but that's rare. Waterford here starting. 5 to go in regulation. Shurda. Beats in the middle. Rurker, you see that defense come up on him quickly. Coming from X, Chow. Had that checked loose. Picked up here by Juan Diego. Nice defense. Again, the stick usage. Oh.
It's that tricky moving screen interference. Juan Diego getting called for there. Cole Sloan on the task.
Costly. Could have had an opportunity to get up in transition, if nothing else, to get back on possession.
Yep. How many possessions have we had, Dane? I think we're at 5 total possessions.
That's probably around there. Mashurda. You see Backman closing down on him from behind. Mashurda's down on the turf here. They're going to stop this.
I think Juan Diego's saying that was a pass. Of course, Waterford saying it was a shot.
Yeah, I think this is just about having Mashurda come off, get checked. But yeah, there are some claims out there that it was a pass, not a shot.
Definitely a gray area.
You can see the same play multiple ways. What makes being a fan so frustrating at times, right? Here's Andrew with a shot, and this will be backed up.
Good look. Like the idea of the bouncer trying to get past Anderson.
Chow. Yep, to the point. Good close down there by Fairbanks.
Great defense by Fairbanks.
Andrew trying to get around in front of the crease, and Waterford has taken the lead. A flag coming in after the play. This is a good goal, and it is 6-5 Ravens.
What a play by Rurka. Just takes it down the lane. Two slides come. Too many slides. Oh man, what a shot.
I was curious if he was going to be in the crease there at all, but he was not. He was outside, taking the contact, but finishing. How about the junior Andrew Rurka with 3 goals today, including 2 of them here in this 4th quarter, as Waterford takes their first lead of the game here with 3:25 left.
Holy smokes. What a great play there by Rurka. Huge play.
Pecora throws this back. Couldn't be possessed. Tim?
The Waterford player came out of the box before possession was called. So it's going to go to Juan Diego. That's the right call.
To the Soaring Eagle, start to feel that pressure. Can they keep the nerves settled? 3:15 to go, trailing by 1. Out of play. This is Waterford possession.
Hunter, the stud of the semifinal.
Yep.
Coming up with a huge play here in the final. We're going to get interference on him.
Wow.
As he was trying to run down to the offensive end to get open.
That was Nicola Demas who had forced that. Worked in front, and a stick there forced that shot to the corner. And the slow roll allows Stoltz to get there for the backup.
The tension in the building.
No kidding, huh?
It's building.
It got real fast here. 3-0 second half advantage for the Ravens. 3-0 fourth quarter advantage for the Ravens.
Yep. No goals in that third quarter, that's right.
Nicodemus. That wind still left to right, so kind of in the backs of JD here in this fourth quarter. Stoles. Slide comes, sends up, extra pass, Nicodemus!
Oh, man.
Trey Nicodemus, his second goal of the game. How about this offense from Juan Diego, Tim?
Yeah, just being patient there. It almost looked like he wasn't expecting it. You'll see here on the replay as we just push the ball up, and then the inside feed there. Just the old turn and shoot. Gotta love it.
Great ball movement there by Juan Diego, though. Kind of that low, high, mid.
Yep. Good slides there. Those two slides a little tricky there for the Ravens. They've done just a great job the rest of the game. And Juan Diego getting the goal.
All of a sudden, 8-7's in play here, Tim. 8-7 is in play. As procedure here, we'll give this to Juan Diego.
Cora amped on the sideline. 8-7 is in play. Overtime's in play.
Yep.
Is that why this game started early, Dan? Oh, my goodness.
Wait, this whole thing was orchestrated. This is crazy.
The script writers are out.
Oh. I know one of these teams is hoping they can make an event this morning with a trophy to bear. We'll see if these final 2 minutes will play that out. Here's Wigton. Wigton to the middle. O'Brien with the save.
Good look by Wigton. Would have loved to see that change planes a little bit. O'Brien up to the task, though.
90 seconds to go. Waterford possession. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Manny. Waterford's fired up. Sean O'Brien's fired up. As one timeout, or a timeout taken here by the Ravens. Tim, 83 seconds to go. You figure they are holding for about 20 seconds to go and take last shot or two?
Yep. The question is, will Juan Diego let him, right? Or does Juan Diego start to pressure out?
What do you do? Do you pressure here? Because you do run the risk of exposing yourself.
I wouldn't. If I'm Juan Diego, I'm okay with overtime because I have Pecora, right? I'm perfectly confident in him winning that opening faceoff in the overtime period. Then getting into my offensive set. And look, when it comes to overtime, anything can happen. I understand that, but I wouldn't press out any more than I have to.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
If we have 5 minutes to go, I would probably press here.
Sure.
Because, again, I want to get tempo going, right, if I'm Juan Diego. But 80 seconds left, nope. Our defense played well all game.
Yep.
We're going to trust our defense to get it done.
Yep. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
See what Coach Baker has drawn up here.
If you are Waterford, Andrew Rurka has been great today. He's initiated.
Yeah.
You going back to 16 here?
Honestly, if I'm Manny, I'm asking who has the legs, right? Who can get past their man? Who can draw that slide? It's probably Rurka. But Mashurda, I think, is looking good and back on the field after coming off. He's been quick for the Ravens today. So I think, I'd look at either one of those two guys. And then, can we find Chow coming up from X? Can we get Kemper open on the wing? What does that look like?
Waterford possession. Nearing the final minute. Tied up at 6 in this 4A state championship game. Amazing when you look at the youth of this Waterford roster to be in this position against this very experienced, talented Juan Diego group. Having already beat him once this year.
And their depth, too, Dave. I mean, think about it. You have to literally have every player at practice if you want to scrimmage. A full field scrimmage.
Yep. And you need every player healthy the whole year for every game you've got, right? They've got to have the energy, stamina late in a playoff push. been an incredible job. Mashurda gets to the middle. It is Gavin Rourke able to score with 45 seconds to go. Waterford retakes the lead.
What a play by Rourke. Starts with Mashurda, though, getting past his man, like we talked about. I wouldn't have done that, but that's what the Juan Diego staff drew up. It just gets so tricky when you're asking guys to two-slide. You know, one slide comes, two-slide, where is it?
Hunter Pecora facing up.
45 seconds left. Pecora will step in, and it will be Luke Hunter in to take this face-off for Waterford. Nearly conceded that. Pecora with the win. And now a timeout going to be taken by Coach Tack.
Timeout taken by Juan Diego.
35 seconds left. Juan Diego needing a play from their offense here to force overtime. We'll step aside, be back in the 4A state title game after this. Gavin Rourke has given Waterford the lead. 5 of the 7 Waterford goals coming from Gavin and Andrew Rourke today. But Juan Diego here on offense, a chance to try to tie to force overtime. 35 seconds to go. Where are you looking here, Tim?
Looking to try to find the mismatch, trying to find the shorty like we have here. And then just dodging downhill, seeing what I can create, similar to how Waterford scored, right? Just try to find the slides.
Skylar assisted early, has not scored today, trying to get the corner here around Howard. Roland takes the shot, and that is backed up.
Good look.
Yep.
Like it hit the pipe there, which means it was just inches away from knocking the side of O'Brien's helmet.
15 seconds left. Skylar from X coming around, and his stick got disrupted. To the sideline, thrown up by Waterford to the midfield. Inside 5 to go. We did have a whistle. This will be Waterford possession with 2 seconds left. The Waterford Ravens have done it. Your 4A state champions. The Ravens of Waterford.
Juan Diego 6. We congratulate both teams on tremendous season.
It's impressive, Dave. It's impressive because they have 22 guys on the roster, right? And to get what they got out of them this season is awesome. And that's just a credit to the coaching staff. Just an excellent, excellent job.
The only senior who scored a goal today for Waterford was Gavin Rourke. On a roster that you mentioned only 22 players, littered with freshmen, sophomores, not a lot of depth.
Just 2 seniors.
Crazy. And you feel heartbreak for Juan Diego. They got to this game last year, and that whole team was sophomores and juniors. And you get this year, they were preseason number 1. They beat Corner Canyon to start the year. Kind of sent notice, this is our year, right? We're going to come, we're going to take care of it.
Yep.
They get to this state championship game, they led at a half, and a second half where it was a 4-1 advantage for Waterford to stun the preseason number 1 team.
What a game. What a game.
We mentioned the careers of guys like Noah Schuyler, Chris Jimerson, Brandon Backman had a great game today. Nicola Demas, Parker Stoltz, just a junior. But man, it ends in heartbreak. Just the brutalness of a state championship game, especially a close one like this. Tim, your final thoughts, and give us a selection of a player of the game.
We knew this would be a tight game. Just looking at it on paper, seeing how these two teams match up in the regular season. Again, we talked about their playoff trajectory and how they got here. We knew this would be a tight game. The way that it finished, though, it's stuff that we'll remember forever. And just a great game. Great seasons by both teams. Like you mentioned, Juan Diego, a fantastic season. But Waterford getting the win twice now over Juan Diego when it counted, when it mattered, right? That's how they won the region title. That's how they won now the state title. I'm just excited for the coaching staffs of both teams. You know, they just put together both great teams, great programs. You know me, Dane. I'm a defensive guy. I got to give the player of the game to O'Brien. Just stood on his head, played really well, made some gigantic saves for the Ravens to keep them in the game. And, yeah, just a great effort from him today.
It was a team effort. I mean, O'Brien made some big saves. We talked about the Rurkas. And guys making plays late, including Hunter, right?
Yeah.
A couple of them late. Waterford, your 4A state champion, 7-6 over Juan Diego. Congratulations to both of these two programs on fantastic careers. But it is Waterford walking away with the state championship. We will leave you here. We'll send it down to the field for the trophy presentations to these two programs here at Zions Bank Stadium. For everyone here, Tino Psyche, Tim Haslam, my name is Dane Stewart. Thank you so much. Trophy presentation coming up next here in your 4A state championship.
We direct your attention to the field for the trophy presentations. Representing the Utah High School Activities Association is Danny Larson, the athletic director of Juan Diego Catholic High School, and Craig Morris, former member of the UHSAA Executive Committee. Congratulations to both teams for their efforts and tremendous sportsmanship. The second place trophy is presented to Juan Diego Catholic High School. The 4A state championship trophy is presented to the Waterford School. The UHSAA would like to thank the staff of Zions Bank Stadium for their hospitality and assistance in hosting the state championships. Thank you for your attendance and continued support of high school activities. Thank you for your sportsmanship, and please drive home safely. There will be a ceremonial net cutting outside the stadium in the southwest corner. We direct you fans to that ceremony now.